I was getting ready for work, and again, I always pick the first thing that I see, which ends up being the things I always wear. And I noticed something different, like jeans wise, right? So I had my top ready, and I'm just going through my jeans, and I just saw like a fresh pair. So I thought my wife just ironed one of my jeans, you know, the top ones. So I picked them, and straight away I knew just by holding them that it was a little bit different to my usual jeans, and there was slightly just different fabric. And I checked them, and they were a pair of jeans I've not worn. So I was a lot slimmer a long time ago, and even though as much as I'd like to be, I haven't worn those clothes in years. Not like a hoarder, I just, you know, I always thought I'd try my best one day to sort of, so they could fit me. My wife calls me a hoarder, I'd chuck something away. And anyway, and so when I first started Mounjaro and I started losing weight, I found these pair of jeans, and I put them on, and they're a size 38. But the one thing is, they've always been quite tight on my thighs, always. Even, I guess, back then when I was like pretty slim, I've always had quite solid thighs. Fat thighs, tree trunks, whatever you want to call it, right? And so the waist hasn't always been the main problem, is the bottom part. Anyway, so I tried them on back in the summer, too tight, waist and thighs, cool. Started losing more weight, so from like October, say, and then they're a bit more comfortable. But the second I sit down, again, they're really tight on my thighs, and you know, my bum sticking out. I just felt uncomfortable. Anyway, it was like, all right, cool, get in there. Anyway, these happen to be those jeans, so from October, right? And I thought, let's just try it. I put them on. Oh my god, the waist. I think I've taken a picture. I did take a picture, to be honest. Hopefully I haven't deleted it, because I didn't really like the picture, but the waist, like, do you know what I mean? It comes out. But again, all right, cool. The waist is not the thing, but the main thing is, with these jeans especially, was the thighs. And I'm standing, and I'm like, they're pretty comfortable, you know? So I did the sit down test. Oh my god, they fit. And they're like, actually, not just comfortable, like slightly loose. I'm like, no way. And then, yeah, so there's that. That happened this week. Absolutely buzzing. Do you know what I mean? Like, again, like, I've not thrown my clothes away, because I was deep down, well, I always wanted to obviously lose weight and be healthier, and so they can fit me. But to actually fit me, do you know what I mean? That's just unbelievable. I'm not gonna lie, it boosted my confidence big time. And I went downstairs to show my wife. My wife goes, you know, don't wear your work clothes in here, you know, blah blah blah. And I was like, no, these are clean. I've not worn these in like 10 years, if not more. Definitely more. And she goes, really? And I was like, yeah. So I took my top off, and she turns around. She probably knows how to kill the mood. I'm buzzing, I'm confident, and you know, whatever. I took my top off, and she looks, she goes, oh my god, your stomach's dropped. I was like, yeah, I think so. And she's looking at my arms, she goes, your arms look small. So, like, again, she's used to me like being big and whatever, and you know, I do train arms, and not as much as I'd like, but you know, like, it's a bit of a bulge. Especially when I took a picture when I was training my arms, and I genuinely had a little bicep pump. And I'm thinking, you, for fuck's sake. But you know what? I take that as a compliment, sort of. My arms look smaller than before. Okay, great. Which means there's less fat on it. Not exactly the most muscly geezer. I'm not supposed to be. I'd like to be, but you know. So yeah. So jeans that are probably older than my son fit, but I've got skinny arms apparently. So I told my friend, he's laughing his head off. But yeah, so that's it. I'm still buzzing. I've lost more weight than I expected, and yeah, honestly, I'm just buzzing. That's it.